So I never did get to speak to him. Everyone was just like, talk to him, but I couldn't do it, you know, because if someone's trying that hard to avoid you, it's probably a sign that you should not bug them, because there's a likelihood that they may just like run away from you or something. So I was just like, okay, Abs, just let it go. So there was that guy, and then there was one more guy, which is kind of an opposite effect of this guy.
Welcome to my life, I'm in Korea. Yeah, I'm in Korea.
Oh, so I generally don't like to edit at home, because when I'm at home I get really lazy and I'm sitting on my bed and I want to fall asleep or watch TV or watch House or Home and Away, so I never get anything done. So this one day I decided to go to this shopping centre that I generally go to quite often. And I decided to go and get some food after. I'm really obsessed with Indian food in this place. I decided to go to this food court to go and get some food. So I go into this food court and I order some food. I sit down, I wait for my food, I get my food. I come here quite often, but I hadn't been in a while. So this time I went back and I went to go and get my food after doing my shopping. I'm sitting down waiting for my food to come, and it comes and I sit there and I'm just eating. And then I noticed this worker, this guy who works there, and he's also tall. Apparently he has a bow haircut, which my friend decided to point out when he saw him. But anyways, he's pretty good looking in my eyes. Like, he has that kind of, apparently he has a traditional kind of Korean look, but I don't think so. Well, I think he does. He has a very strong face, you know, that kind of like chiseled nose or something. I don't know how to explain him, but yeah, he's got a strong face and it's nice. So this guy's working in cleaning and I don't notice him at first, but then I notice he looks at me as he goes past me every time. So I just like, okay. I just notice he just keeps looking in my direction or cleaning around me. So I go home anyways, and I come back on the Thursday because for some strange reason I need to do more shopping. Shopaholic. Anyway, so I go to this food court and I go get some food. I get the same thing, I get my Indian, and this time he's at the till. So I go up to him at the till and I'm like, oh crap. So I go up to him at the till and I'm like, oh, 안녕하세요. And he's like, 안녕하세요. And I'm like, oh, chicken tikka set. And then he's like, 네. And then this is the funniest thing. He gives me, they've got these buzzer things in Korea that tell you when your food's ready. So he gives me this buzzer thing and he goes, you know, he looks really confused and scared. He doesn't know what to say. He goes, ooh, 이거 buzz buzz buzz, like he makes a funny action. Oh my god, I died. He's like buzz buzz buzz, and then food is ready basically in Korean. I can't remember what he said, but I know what he meant. And then I was like, 네, 알아요. I look at him like, you saw me here last time getting my food. I think I know what the buzzer does, love. But yeah, I felt bad for him. Bless him, he was trying to be helpful, I think. Sorry, I'm not hoping for a dragging video, but I had to turn on the aircon, man. It's so hot. I had to close my windows and turn on the aircon. So if you can hear some breeze, 미안해. I'm sorry. It's just too hot that I need that aircon. So anyway, so yeah, so I went up to him and I felt so sorry for the guy. And I was like, nah, and I took it and I went and I sat down and I waited for my food. So I guess he's doing tills that day because he was on the till for quite a long time. But as it got later and more quieter, actually he kept coming off the till and cleaning when there was like no one there. But there wasn't no one there. There'd be like loads of people looking at the menus on the side and he'd come off the till and start cleaning around. So funny. And then he'd look at me as he walked past cleaning and there'd be people waiting at the till for him. So he'd run back and he'd go and serve them and then he'd get off the till quickly again and clean again. So anyways, when it finally calmed down, it's like late evening and he got off the till and I was editing my videos. So I decided that this is my place to edit now. So I'm editing my video, going my normal way, and he's walking past and he's cleaning something in front of me for a really long time, and he's cleaning something behind me, and then he's cleaning something in the corner of me. And he's just cleaning a lot of things around me. And he walks past and he looks at me and I look at him. And that's it. He constantly does it. We do this like little look dance for a while, and this happens. It happens a couple of times that I go there. So after a while I'm like, okay, I'm gonna speak to this guy. I decide I'm gonna speak to this guy. I'm not gonna let it be like freaking 840 who keeps coming and going. I decide that, okay, Abs, you know, just go and talk to him. So next time I go to the till and I make my order and everything, and I don't know, he asked me something. I can't remember what he asked me, but yeah, it was just that. And then I sat back down and I was like, shoes, I cannot do this. So I feel like I have no guts, I have no balls out here. So I'm like, I can't just like talk to him, can I? So I think oh, you know, what I'm gonna do is bring Yufei. You guys might have seen Yufei. I'm not sure if I put the video up or not. The Jumper Juice video, that's Yufei. But I thought I could bring a friend here to get some insight on this whole story. So I come with Yufei some other time, and this time I'm with Yufei, right? This guy does not, he doesn't talk to me. We order our food, right? And he's the one who serves us. We order our food and he's just really formal, doesn't say anything, just gets the food, gives us the thing. And we go sit down. I was like, okay. We go sit down. He's usually more friendly. We go sit down and he doesn't come off the till for ages. He's just sitting on the till. It's quite busy day, blah, blah, blah. And then when he finally comes off the till and he's cleaning, he comes around a lot, but he does not look at me once. I tell you, not once, yeah? So I think, okay, me and Yufei got like quite a lot of food and we're sharing stuff, so it might actually look like we're on a date.
I mean, but who goes to food court for, I mean, you could go to food courts for dates. But anyway, that's not the point.
So it might actually look like we're on a date. So I was like, oh damn, this was a bad idea. Why did I bring Yufei? I love Yufei, but it was probably the worst idea because it just looked like I had a boyfriend in the end and that wasn't the look I was going for. Just unfortunately for me, I mean, it's not unfortunate, I love my friends, but most of my friends are male, so it would happen that way, wouldn't it? I'm with Yufei and I'm like, okay, Yufei, you know, I really want to give this guy my number. I write my number on the receipt that he gave me for the waiting and I'm like, okay, I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to leave it on this table and I'm going to go. And I was like, it was so stupid. I was being such a girl. I could not understand how immature I was being. Like, I could never get over that moment. Anyway, somehow we ended up leaving and, you know, Yufei was like, oh, he is cleaning around you a lot. I can see what you're getting at. He keeps walking past us loads. So then I was like, yeah, it's not me. I'm not imagining it. I'm not going crazy. So then anyways, we leave and I'm like, oh, I should have just given him my number. So we go to Gongcha as we left. I ordered some bubble tea because I love bubble tea. We both ordered bubble tea and I'm like, I should just give him my number. And then Yufei's like, okay, we got a bubble tea. And Yufei's like, just give it to me. I'm going to go give it to him. I was like, I'm not sure about that one. So, and then he's like, oh, just give it to me. So I'm like, yes or no, just do it. I was like, okay, fine, do it. And I was like, no, wait a moment. Don't give it to him. He's like, oh, come on, Abs, man. Just freaking get over it. Just give him your frigging number. And I was like, okay, fine, go. And I just close my eyes and turn around and start walking, okay? So then Yufei comes back and he's like, okay, I gave him your number. I was like, are you kidding or are you just being serious? He's like, no, I'm being serious. I was like, oh, really? And he's like, what do you say? And he's like, I tried to explain to him that my friend likes you. He says something, na chingu or something weird, like, I friend likes you, something like that. Na chingu, 진짜 좋아요, 좋아요, something like that. And I was like, oh, you mean 내 친구 좋아요? And he's like, kinda. I think he said nanun or something that didn't mean mine, and I was like, oh, this sounds so dodgy. And then he was like, the guy was like, after a while, the guy, he looked really shocked and scared and shy, and he took the number and he was like, okay. He's like, 네, 알아요, 알겠습니다, 알았어. I don't know what he said, but he said, oh, I understand. So that was that, and I was like, oh my gosh, he gave me my number. What am I gonna do? And then I was like, okay, maybe he'll call. So I'm at home, he doesn't call that night. The next day he doesn't call. The next week he doesn't call. The week after that he doesn't call, so he doesn't ever call. And oh, and Yufei told him to call me. I was like, who tells someone to call them? Like, the guy's already shied off as it is. You could have told him to cacao me, cacao. You know, we're in the freaking 2013, not back in 1995. So, I was like, it's okay. But thank you for doing it anyways. You know, it took guts, because I couldn't do it. I mean, I would have if it was Yufei and it was a girl and he was being dumb like I was, but it wasn't, so awkward. So yeah, the guy never called me and I haven't seen him since. I haven't been back. I've been back once, but I wasn't in the main food court. I went around the back and I was drinking Gongcha and editing, and he didn't come around there. So I assume he was either not in, or he's not working there, or he knew I was there and he was avoiding me. Don't know. Never would find out because I didn't know if he was working that day. So yeah. So I need to kind of build up courage and go back, which is probably going to be this week, which is probably when I should really make this video. But I'm making it now just for future reference, you know, just to tell you guys, update you guys on this status. But I don't know. I feel like I could have really handled it better. I think if I would have spoken to him myself and told him whatever, like, oh, here's my number, let's talk and be friends, it would have been fine, but getting Yufei to do it was a bad move. So that's kind of an advice thing for you guys. If you want something, just do it yourself and get it done yourself. Otherwise, you will regret it. It might not turn out the way that you wanted it to or intended it to. So I'm gonna build up the coverage and I'm gonna go back there. I need to get some stuff from there anyways. I'm really craving some Indian food. I'll let you guys know how that goes. But he was really cute and nice, and he was like really shy. I could tell because he has that kind of aura about him. And apparently one of the girls, when Yufei was giving him the number, there's a couple of girls that were there and another guy, and apparently when Yufei was giving this guy my number, one of the girls was standing there and like standing right there, standing, not moving and doing her work, just standing and staring at, like, looking at this guy, like at the conversation and listening, like, nosy woman. She probably guessed. Oh, I can't go back now. Now I'm reliving it. I just feel like I can never go back there. But I love that place. How can I live without it? Oh, it's okay. I've been made a silly mistake. Anyways, don't do that, guys. Do not ask your friend to give another guy your number. It's so high school. So high school. But yeah, it happened. Silly. I've never done that in my life, I don't think. Even when I was young, I had more guts than this. My God. Korean guys just throw me off a bit. I just don't know how to handle them because they're so confusing. So those were my two stories of two guys that I kind of like saw a lot and wanted to talk to, but could not find the courage to either speak to either of them, and neither went correctly and well. To be honest, one was avoiding me and the other was giving me all these signals and then decided not to call me, even though my friend gave him my number. But you know, there could be 101 reasons why he never called me. There could be, and I haven't been back, so I would never actually know. Oh my gosh. So I should go back and just face the music and get it over with, let the awkwardness roll away, which it probably won't ever will because it's just, oh, okay. I don't know what to do. Now I'm thinking about it. I really wanted to go back, but now like I can't. How can I go back? Oh, I don't know. Okay, whatever. So that's that. Word of advice: if you come to Korea and you want to talk to someone, or you want to date someone, or you want to be friends with someone, do just talk to them and, you know, try and get a friendship level going rather than acting stalkerish. I wasn't acting stalkerish, but there's a possibility that you could come off as stalkerish. You don't speak to someone, you just keep staring at them. In one case, one was staring at me, and that was a mutual thing. And in another case, I wasn't staring at him, but he was weird. He smiled at me first, and then he never looked at me again. So still stalkerish either way to me. Okay, it wasn't stalkerish. So I did go to the food court a few times. Maybe twice a week, once. But that's not the point. I feel like language barrier could be another problem when you're trying to talk to Korean guys. At least know a bit of Korean. It's one of the reasons why I won't speak to Korean guys, or like I haven't taken that move, because I don't know, they don't speak much English. Well, guys I notice always tend to speak the least English, always. Maybe next month I'll make another video like this. If you guys have any requests, do request them. And if you'd like to see what I do in my life on a daily, not on a daily basis, because I don't update that often anymore, but you can follow my Instagram, which is Smiling Soul, and also my Twitter, which is Smiling Soul. I tweet random stuff there, and obviously my Facebook page, also facebook.com/Smiling Soul. So yeah, that's me and I'm out. If you have any questions, ask them below and I'll try and answer them back. Goodbye everyone. Do follow the stuffs and visit other videos, subscribe, like, comment and share if you find this interesting, or if you think this might be helpful for one of your friends who may have gone through a similar situation, or who may be wondering what to do about some weird random Korean guy. This is just my experience, and I don't know, everyone's experiences are different things, different people. But I will update you guys if anything changes in my life. Okay? So 안녕. So okay, walking. And then the bike gets a bit closer, not that much closer, like he's still like a good 50 meters away from me or something. And I'm like, it's definitely him, isn't it? I was like, what are the chances? It can't be. So I'm like I'm coming towards the entrance of the park, and he's like coming towards me, and I see his face and I'm like, oh shit, it really is him, isn't it?